MPs now paying his respects to the Margdarshaks LK Advani and also speaking to his daughter. So there you see some very, very nice visuals there coming in of the Prime Minister, who in fact has just finished with his speech and a point-to-point rebuttal in Parliament while he was taking on the opposition and stressing on so many issues. But right now the Prime Minister meeting with LK Advani, a very interesting meeting as he pays his respects to Mr. LK Advani, who is, of course, part of the Margdarshak Mandal. Let me go straight across now to Akash, my colleague. He's, in fact, been tracking all the movements outside Mr. LK Advani's residence. Akash, over to you. So how long will the Prime Minister be here? And, will he just be with Mr. Advani to pay his respects? Or is there something more to come?
Yeah, it's a courtesy call. This is what we are learning. At around 2:39, Prime Minister Modi arrived here, and it has been more than 15 minutes since then. He's inside, and we're expecting that in some time from now, he'll be, coming out. My VJ, Chintan, is showing you these visuals where this is Prithviraj Road, one of the important roads here in the national capital, an important personality, in fact, Lal Krishna Advani, who is the BJP veteran and, in fact, former Deputy Prime Minister. We know that how he is the co-founder of the BJP, how there were occasions when we saw Prime Minister Narendra Modi visiting Lal Krishna Advani to seek blessings, and in fact this time around, for the third time, he is all set to take oath for the prime ministerial post. And before that, he is here to seek blessings. We are also, we have also been given to understand that there are some other leaders as well, but I could not see the faces of the leaders who have arrived here. But yes, Prime Minister Modi's cavalcade arrived here at around 2:39. In some time from now, given that we can see some sort of movement as well. So in some time from now, we are expecting that he'll be leaving. Also at this point in time, the message that has been given by, Prime Minister designate Narendra Modi is very important and very strong. Since last few days, in fact, after results, we have seen that how, Congress has been saying that this is their moral victory, and how, groups who were a part of India Alliance, have come out very strong after the elections, how they have got, seats in states like Uttar Pradesh and others, and how BJP has, somewhere got what, in fact, they were claiming that they'll be getting 270 plus seats, how NDA will get 400 plus seats. 400 ka nara was what, was given by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other leaders. But, after that, we have seen that how Prime Minister Modi, in his address, in front of all the NDA leaders, have maintained this categorically, that for the next 5 years, he is going, to be in the government, and this will be a strong government. In fact, in some time from now, we are expecting that he'll be coming out. Also, we have been told that by this evening, President is likely to extend an invitation to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in fact, to form a government. And in fact, the NDA group, we know that how, there were some sort of stories that how JDU and LJP are, in fact, have this sort of agenda that they will be talking about Agniveer scheme, Agniveer Yojana, right, and all others. But, time is there. In fact, we'll be seeing the cabinet formation and also the portfolios in some days from now. But yes, before that, we are learning that on 9th, Prime Minister Modi, in fact, Prime Minister designate Narendra Modi, will take an oath, and for the third time, he will be the Prime Minister of India.
Absolutely. Stay on with me. I'm going to go straight across now to my colleague Arunima. In fact, she's keeping a very close watch on all the developments that's happening. And Arunima, while the Prime Minister is paying this courtesy visit to Mr. LK Advani and also greeting him and his family members, oath-taking preparations are going on in full swing at Rashtrapati Bhavan. There's just so much excitement now that's building up ahead of that important day on Sunday when the Prime Minister takes oath as for the third time.
Yes, at the Rashtrapati Bhavan forecourts, the chairs are already at their spots. The fans have been set. Electrical engineers are working to ensure that these fans keep working. It's very hot. Even though 6 o'clock is when the Prime Minister is expected to take oath, the guests could well be seated here by about 4:30. And the sun, you can see even now, is quite harsh. So you have to ensure that people are well hydrated. They're not unduly uncomfortable, and that's why the forecourt is gearing up for whatever they can do to ensure the comfort of the guests. On the other end, the dais is being set up. That's where the Prime Minister and his cabinet colleagues will go to take oath. You can see the carpets are just being laid out there. The plants are being put there, and also the stairs from where the Rashtrapati usually comes down. There is a cleaning process is going on. So all of that is happening in the forecourt. Security wise also, now we are told G20 like security is expected, and that is because various heads of state from Nepal, from Sri Lanka, from Bhutan are expected here. So just as you saw the G20 security, similar security will be here at Rashtrapati Bhavan also. At the far end, Naveen Bansal, if you can zoom in, you can see the Delhi police officials, the paramilitary officials in conversation there. So they are trying to ensure that if there are any glitches, there will be for each zone. So this entire area will be divided into zones. The hotels at which the dignitaries will be staying, that will also be earmarked just like G20 security. But all of that is for the 9th. What is happening right now? All the top NDA leaders, Nitish Kumar, Eknath Shinde, Chirag Paswan, Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, JP Nadda, they just came in here and apprised the Rashtrapati that NDA today in the central hall of Samvidhan Sabha, or the old parliament building, has decided to elect Narendra Modi as their leader. That formality done. By 6 o'clock, we are expecting Rashtrapati Murmu to officially invite the Prime Minister to come and stake his claim. 6 p.m. is tentative time that we are given. So once that formality is over, the stage will be set for Modi's third oath as Prime Minister of India.
Oh, absolutely. Arun is also with us. Very interesting developments coming in, Arun, but all the focus was on NDA's mega meet and the speech that the Prime Minister-elect had given, very interestingly, taking on the opposition, his swipe at the opposition, and how he accused the opposition of once again trying to blame the EVMs and also weaken the Election Commission of India. But what was very interesting, the highlight really of the proceedings inside Parliament, was the bonhomie between the Prime Minister and two of his most important allies, Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar.
Well, absolutely. And you heard Nitish Kumar saying that जैसा आप बोलेंगे हम वैसा ही करेंगे, हम आपके साथ मिलकर चलेंगे. So that was the signal coming from Nitish Kumar. In fact,
right, Arun, go ahead. I can hear you.
Yes. So, yes, Nitish Kumar is somebody who's known for his flip-flops, but today the kind of confidence that he showed in that NDA meeting was something different. And in fact, when Chandrababu Naidu spoke, he also spoke for a quite a big,
on Nitish Kumar, Arun, if I may just interrupt you, yes, he fully endorsed the Prime Minister-elect Narendra Modi, saying कि जैसा आप कहेंगे वैसा ही होगा. But very interestingly, Nitish Kumar also adding this caveat कि हर राज्य का जो भी काम है वो भी सब पूरा होने वाला है.
Absolutely. So I think that was the confidence which the entire allies, showed today. In fact, when Chirag Paswan spoke, when Pawan Kalyan spoke, in fact, Prime Minister Modi said, "Ye Pawan nahi, ye Aandhi hai." So I think the messaging which came from this meeting was very positive, and Prime Minister Modi once again reiterated this fact and also reminded the opposition that this in 2024 is not an NDA government. Even in 2014 was also an NDA government, 2019 was also NDA government, and now again it's an NDA government. And in fact, when Prime Minister Modi talked about EVM, I think that would also give some sort of jittery amongst the opposition when he said that this time around perhaps the EVM matter will be settled. If results would be different, then they would have taken out janaza of the EVM. So I think the unanimity which everyone showed inside that meeting, and now as we speak, we're given to understand that some of the NDA leaders have reached Rashtrapati Bhavan, of course with their support letter, and in the meantime Prime Minister designate Narendra Modi is at LK Advani's residence. We are also given to understand that he will be meeting Murli Manohar Joshi. So these two leaders,
so he has left now LK Advani's residence. We just played those visuals. Arun, I'll just give the update there. He has already left after meeting meeting with LK Advani and also his daughter Pratibha Advani, who you're seeing on your screens right now. What we are getting to hear is that the Prime Minister is on his way to meet with Dr. Murli Manohar Joshi. In fact, the Prime Minister also is extremely fond of Dr. Murli Manohar Joshi. He has greeted him in the past as well, especially on these very important occasions just before he takes oath as the Prime Minister for the third time. So there we're seeing the Prime Minister's cavalcade. He's already left Mr. LK Advani's residence after greeting him, after paying his respects, after meeting with his daughter Pratibha Advani, and now the Prime Minister's cavalcade is now headed to Dr. Murli Manohar Joshi's residence.